Welcome to Monday Church History with Canon Dr. Adebayo Omotori-Ogun, where you will learn, unlearn and relearn.
Did you know that one man proof Christianity does not have to sound foreign to transform African hearts? Did you know that the songs we sing in church today in our own language began with the courage of one minister who refused to believe that worship belonged to only one culture? Today, on Monday Church History, we uncover the remarkable story of one of Nigeria's greatest pioneers of indigenous Christian worship, Reverend Canon Josiah Jesse Ransome-Kuti. The late 19th century was a period of rapid missionary expansion across Yoruba land. Churches were growing, schools were being established, and many Nigerians were encountering Christianity for the first time. Yet, one important question remained: could Christianity truly become part of African culture without losing its biblical message? That question set the stage for J.J. Ransome-Kuti's life mission. Born in 1855 in Abeokuta, he grew up at the intersection of traditional heritage and a changing world. Like many educated young men of his generation, he began as a teacher, but God had prepared him for something far greater than the classroom. He answered the call to ministry, becoming a deacon in 1895 and a full Anglican priest in 1897. From that moment, his life was fully devoted to winning souls for Christ. Reverend Ransome-Kuti was a pioneer of creative evangelism. He did not just stay in the pulpit, he went to the people. Long before television, long before projectors, long before PowerPoint, Reverend Ransome-Kuti carried with him an extraordinary evangelistic tool known as the magic lantern. Using projected images of biblical scene, he helped villagers see the life of Christ with their own eyes. It was innovative evangelism decade ahead of its time. At a time when many believed Christian worship had to sound European, Reverend Ransome-Kuti boldly demonstrated that Yoruba language, rhythm, and melody could also proclaim the gospel with beauty and reference. He composed original hymns, adapted existing ones into Yoruba musical expression, and inspired a generation of believers to worship God in their own cultural voice. He became affectionately known as the singing minister. Two of his most enduring contributions include 1. Ẹ jẹ́ ká yìn Olúwa, let us praise the Lord, a stirring hymn that invites the congregation to lift their voices in rhythmic indigenous praise. Number 2, Jesu Ọba Àlàáfíà, Jesus, Prince of Peace, a beautiful composition where he masterfully blended the message of Christ with the poetic sensibilities of the Yoruba language, ensuring the gospel resonated deeply within the hearts of his listeners. It is worth noting that Ransome-Kuti composed many Yoruba Christian songs, several of which were included in the Yoruba Anglican hymn book, will remember. Through these songs, he inspired a generation of believers to worship God in their own cultural voice, proving that African music was a beautiful God-given tool to glorify the Creator. In 1922, his ministry crossed international borders. Traveling to England, he recorded Yoruba Christian songs on gramophone records, making him one of the earliest Nigerian Christian musicians whose voice was preserved for future generations. During that same journey, he personally selected a magnificent pipe organ for St. Peter's Church, Ake, Abeokuta. Nearly a century later, that same instrument continues to lead worship, its sound becoming a living reminder of the faith and excellence he left behind. Reverend Canon Josiah Ransome-Kuti passed away in 1930, but his influence remains. His life reminds us that the gospel never asks people to abandon their God-given identity. Instead, it transforms every culture it touches and redirects every gift towards the glory of Christ. His songs may have been written over a century ago, but their message still echoes today. May God help us to use every talent He has given us for His kingdom. Dear viewers, history is not just about remembering the past. It is about discovering the faith that shaped our presence. Join us next Monday as we uncover another remarkable chapter in church history.